Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday evening. Welcome to Stamp It Up with Jamie, my Wednesday night live Facebook tutorial. I do these weekly, so if you're catching the replay, feel free to join us live Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're here live, please introduce yourself and let me know that you're here. My name is Jamie. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator here in upstate New York. Tonight, I'm going to be making a thank you card for you guys, and it's a simpler card, but I'm going to be switching up a couple things, and I really need your help. So it's going to be maybe a little bit more interactive than usual. So please stick around to the very end. I'm going to need lots and lots of help. Let me see who's here. Jessica, Linda, Michelle, Joan, and Joellen. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Linda, for sharing it. I appreciate it. That just helps share all the goodness with others, and that's really what I love to do. I love to help facilitate an easy, stress-free crafting experience through paper crafting. Creative experience through paper crafting. I'm so tongue-tied. So I'm here whether you are interested in shopping, just looking at what I have to make, or interested in jumping all the way in. I'm here to hopefully inspire you and to help along the way. I truly love to be a help. So, hello, Kay from North Carolina. Everybody's watching from these warm states. It's really chilly in New York right now. It is quite chilly. So tonight, actually, all this week, I've been using product from the January to June mini catalog. Okay, this will run until the end of June. Hello, Renise and Jillian's here. Hello, ladies. Shanda's here. Hello, everyone. Mini catalog. Listen, if you did not receive a catalog from me, or maybe you don't have a current demonstrator that you order from and you're interested in receiving catalogs, I would be more than happy to pop them in the mail for you, but you got to let me know. So it's 50 there, Joan. Oh my goodness. You can go to catalogs.jamieb.com and there's a form there. Where it is, there we go. There's a form over there that you can fill out that lets me know your address, your name, that sort of thing, and then I'll pop them in the mail for you. Catalogs are a great way to kind of get your feet wet. They can be a little overwhelming, so I am more than happy to do a consult with you and help you kind of narrow down what it is you're looking for. So catalogs.jamieb.com. I am much warmer, Beth. It was a little rough this morning. If you didn't happen to catch over on Facebook or Instagram, I mentioned it as well. At about 5:30 this morning, I woke up and I was like, ooh, it's kind of chilly. Like, did I kick a blanket off or something? And I looked over to look at the clock and I'm like, the clock's not reading the time. And then I went to look at our like thermometer thing, and it was 56 degrees in our house. It was so cold. There was a huge car accident that took out like 3 electrical poles. So it was quite chilly. And yes, Joan, thank you. The heat did come back on around noon this afternoon. So I was stamping today in my basement, so it was like really dark. I don't know where they are. I brought down candles and I had my coat on, my hood was up because it was really chilly. So it's so funny how we can appreciate those things. I'm so appreciative of electricity and heat after not having it for a couple of hours, for sure. Okay, so thank you for asking. The Seize the Day bundle is the one I've been using all this week in all 5 of my projects. And some of them are a little bit super simple, which I love. That's kind of my jam. And other ones are a little bit more in depth. You can find it on page 38 of your mini catalog. I also like to go to the very back. So if I did, Roz, thank you. It came back at about noon today. Yep. If you are getting a bundle and looking for even more inspiration from the catalog, at the back of your mini catalog, you will see, sorry, you're getting big glares, the featured bundles, okay? And the Seize the Day is on page 82, and there's another card there. It's very inspiring, lots of goodness. The bundle itself is $53. And that's a perfect price point because that will get you a free level 1 celebration item, which is going on right now, ending February. Thanks, Jean. Hello, Angie. Jillian. I was a little nervous to light the candles. I was just a little nervous having so much like flames on in the house because there was, when we first woke up this morning, there were like, it was pitch black. And so we had to go through like light candles, and we turned like big pots of water to boil on the stove to at least get some heat and steam going in the house. It was cold. It was very, very cold. Listen, I also just want to mention, celebration is ending end of February. If you are interested in getting the starter kit, right now you're getting an additional 2 free stamps of your choice. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing deal. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't help maximize your value. And let me tell you, the starter kit by far is the best value you're going to find. No pressure to sell, no pressure to do parties. You just enjoyed the discount. Okay, so reach out to me. I'd love to give you more information and help you out in that capacity. Hello, Julie. Oh, Julie's on my team. So is Jillian. Ah, love you, ladies. Okay, so this is the card we're going to make. I'm going to flip it in a second. I think I want to switch it up a little bit, and I was so indecisive as to what I wanted to do. So I'm going to need your help. It's going to be a little bit more interactive than maybe it normally is, but let me show you. There we go. Okay, so I got to move. I'm going to be a little sideways in the screen, but I'm here. This is my card. I shared it over on my blog today. Again, Seize the Day bundle. So fun. So fun. I did grab my other cards I made. Well, that was very silly of me. They're over there. I guess I could go get them. Hold on. Well, there. Okay. So I made this one yesterday. I made it yesterday. This is the one I made on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I made a reel of this one yesterday, kind of walking you through fast how to make the card. But if you're curious, you will see a kind of a sped up video over on Instagram. You can see how I made this card yesterday. And then Monday I shared my, don't tell my husband, it's my anniversary card. So he's not a mushy gushy kind of guy. And so I kept things kind of very simple, very clean, and not even happy anniversary, just thanks for making me happy. So this card you can see on my blog. Monday I shared those details. Thank you, Renise. Our anniversary is the 24th, which I think is next Thursday. I did get my power back on, Sarah. I came back on about noon today. Oh, it took literally the furnace was on probably a good hour. Let me just do this. The furnace was probably like a good hour before it like finally shut off. It took that long to heat the house to like a normal temperature. It took forever. Okay, so here's my card. Before we get started, this is what I was initially thinking, okay? I was thinking of, instead of having a white background, have a pool party background with this ocean scene being Bermuda Bay. That's what I have behind door number 1. Okay, door number one is a pool party background instead of a basic white background, and a Bermuda Bay scene instead of a pool party scene. Okay. Oh, no kidding, Michelle. Ah, that's so fun. So we got married the 24th. Okay, I want to know a little history of my husband and I while I'm doing this. You know me, I get chit-chatting. We were originally supposed to be married December 28th. And my husband is Peruvian, and he didn't get his visa in time. His fiance visa didn't come in time, and so we actually had to postpone the wedding. We postponed it, but because we were only getting married here and then flying back, we were living in Guatemala at the time. We actually, according to the law, civilly, before a judge, got married February 15th. I needed our marriage certificate so that I could go ahead and change all of my legal documents to a married name. And then we got married in a church on the 24th. And it snowed like anything the day before. So there was snow on my wedding day, which, you know me, I loved. So a little backstory, a little bit about me. Okay, back to the card, back to why you're really here. Door number 2 would be to use this balmy blue background, and then maybe a balmy blue, or maybe even like a pool Pacific Point card front. Oh, hold on. Do I have one? Well, it would be this. What do you think? So we have Pool Party, Bermuda Bay, or we have DSP and like a front. Maybe Pacific Point, or I could do, where's my balmy blue? It's hiding. Hold on, it's here somewhere. There it is. Or balmy blue I could do. No problem, Lori. Thank you. Oh, congratulations, Linda. That's awesome. What? Well, that's absolutely amazing. 51. God bless you. 21 is, whoo, so I feel you. Shanda's saying door number 1. If nobody else chimes in, I'm going to go door number 1 while I get some water. That's the one I was originally going to do, but here's the thing. I saw this card in the catalog, and I was like, what is that background? So I was like, I really like this. And that, I don't know, you can't really tell, but that designer series paper is this pattern. And I was like, I really like, oh, everybody's going door number 1. That's what we're going to do. Pool Party and Coastal Cabana is your vote. Catherine Lee is making her door number 3. Catherine's making her own. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do door number 1. And then if you follow me over on Instagram tomorrow, I'll do door number 2. Okay. I need my brown folder. So we're starting off with Pool Party. Is that Pool Party? Yeah. Oh, it almost looked like mint macaron for a second. Pool Party, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then you're going to need another panel of Bermuda Bay, which is 4 1/4 by 5. Essentially, this is going to cover the card front, but this is going to be kind of where we're working off of. The Seize the Day bundle is what we're using. So fun. Sorry, you're getting glares off my out lamps. There we go. So fun. I love these little sea animals, creatures, things. Oh, it's not Coastal Cabana. It's Bermuda Bay. Bermuda Bay. Pool Party, Bermuda Bay. Sea animals, that's the right word, right? They're distinctive, and so they have this really cool sort of depth to them when you stamp them, really realistic. I love that they gave us 2 fish that are facing opposite directions, because then you can make a card like this, right, where the fish are facing each other, or you can make a card like this where they're facing all different directions. I love that they gave us 2 different fish. You know me and my punny sentiments, so like wishing you oceans of happiness and seize the day, like right up my alley. I love this so much. But the pièce de résistance, is Sonia still here with me attempting to speak French, are the dies. Like, so fun. This guy right here is so fun and makes cards really easy, honestly. And we're going to be using that one tonight. So what I'm going to do first, we're going to use some of the other ones in a second, but let's start off with this guy. Oof, off camera here, I have my Stampin' cut in a boss machine. Say that 10 times fast. Is that the Marblicious DSP? The one that I showed you for door number 2? It is not. It is the Abstract Beauty, I think. It's opposite this one, Abstract Beauty. It's got like a little grid on it. It's actually really cute. It's a balmy blue. Okay, so from Bermuda Bay, I'm going to cut out this really, really fun scene. So fun. Love it so much. Hold on, let me just do this off camera here. Well, I guess I'm kind of on camera still. Hello. Still got your card in my shop. Okay, so let me take it out. You're going to have a million little pieces everywhere, but that's okay. That's when we use your take your pick tool and do a little pokey. Did I get them all? Okay. So you could have gone about this doing. Totally said that wrong. You could totally go about this doing. Wait, is that right? Oh my gosh. I can't think. I think my brain is still frozen from this morning. What did I do at the top? Oh, good. Oh, there it is. Goodness gracious. Okay. So what we're going to do, you could do this 2 different ways. You could color and then cut out, which is not what I did. Or you can cut out and then color, which is what I'm going to do. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, except it's just how I did it. And I can't really see like a really reason why you should do it one way or the other. So do it whatever way you want. Either color the paper and then cut it out, or cut it out and then color the paper, which is I'm going to do. Okay. So I have my Bermuda Bay ink pad. I have a blending brush, and I have my newly cut out piece. I'm doing color on color, which means it's not going to show quite as drastic as my sample card. Okay. So my sample here is Pool Party with Bermuda Bay over it. And so you see the ombre just a little bit more. It's a little more drastic. You can notice it more. So you're going to see that the Bermuda Bay on Bermuda Bay is going to be a little less noticeable, but you should still, it's going to be subtle. You should still be able to kind of see that there is an ombre effect to it. So I'm very gently running over the top of my Bermuda Bay ink pad. I just re-inked it, so hopefully it's not, hopefully I gave it enough time to kind of settle. I don't think I did, but, and then I'm going to start at the bottom and kind of go about halfway up, circular motion, starting at the bottom, making my way up, just to add a little bit of a darker shade. It's a very subtle thing, so it's not going to be like incredibly noticeable, but it just, I really like the effect that it gives. And again, if you're looking for a more noticeable, prominent kind of ombre effect, you can do different color on different color. So like Bermuda Bay ink on Pool Party, or Bermuda Bay ink on Coastal Cabana. But I'm doing tone on tone, and you will still be able to see it. I'm glad I re-inked my ink pad. I've been using Bermuda Bay all week pretty much in my cards, and it definitely needed some more ink in it, especially after this morning. All my ink pads were frozen. No, not really, but they could have been. Okay, let's take a peek. So see, the light's not going to really be my friend here, but it's there. It's very subtle. If you want a more distinct ombre, do different color on different color. Bermuda Bay on Pool Party. If you're looking for just like a subtle, like a little hint, like what's going on here, you can do tone on tone. Okay. I wonder if I could, hold on. What do I got here? Let me just grab a basic white so you can kind of see. Will that show it a little better than on my grid paper? Yeah, I do too, Sandra. There's so much that you can do with the blending brushes. Just adding a little extra artistic design with very little effort. Really, it doesn't require a whole heck of a lot to give a different look and just add another element to a card and design. So that's what we're doing there. I love it. I wish the camera picked it up just a little bit more, but it's really cool. With the blending brushes, you do get 3 in a package, and you do not need 1 per color. You don't even need 1 per color family. I interchange. I mean, one was stained with yellow and I used it with green, and one was stained with red and I used it with purple. I don't know. All you need to do when I'm done with this, I'm just going to run this under some hot water and rinse it really, really, really well until it runs clear, and then just air dry it. And you can use it over and over and over again with different colors. As long as you clean it out well, it will not color contaminate. Is that a thing? Color contaminate? You know what I mean? It won't get mixed colors. Okay? Okay, good. Let me just, there. Ooh, so pretty. The other thing that you could do is cut this scene out of basic white cardstock and then use a blending brush to add different colors. Like you could add Calypso Coral here, and maybe Bermuda Bay to these like seaweed, and maybe Granny Apple Green to these seaweed, and kind of give the die cut different colors as well. So you can use a lot. Use the blending brushes in many, many different ways to get different looks. And I love this scene because you can really keep it as simple as you want, or pizzazz the thing up. Definitely darker on the seafloor. Yeah. It looks on my end, it's definitely like a brighter color. I don't know. I feel like for you guys, it looks a little more duller, but to me, it's like a vibrant Bermuda Bay. Okie dokie. So what do I want to do next? What am I doing? What's going on? Who's in charge anyways? And who made her in charge? Okay, we're going to adhere this over the pool party using lots and lots and lots of dimensionals. Hello, Heather. Thank you so much for coming on in tonight, joining me. Yeah, different colors. If you look in the catalog, Sandra, which one is it? I saw one. This one kind of has it. If you look on page 38, they did color like the coral and stuff with different colors. Okay, I'm going to put a ridiculous amount of dimensionals on this. Normally you wouldn't have to put quite as many, but because there's like an outer and then like an inner, I don't want the inner sagging. I want it to hold up and really keep that dimension because I think it adds a really nice look to the card. And in order to achieve that, unfortunately, you need like a bajillion dimensionals. So I'm using a lot of full-sized ones, and then I'm going to pull in the minis. It's the thing that's going to take the longest is pulling the backings off all these. Oh, Linda, it's so fun. So fun. I love, I was flipping on Pinterest. I do often like to just kind of flip and like, what are people doing? Sometimes I like to get ideas for layouts and sketches and that sort of thing. And sometimes I just mindlessly scroll. But I saw one card someone had made with like neutral colors, like grays and that. And I thought, oh, that's different. So, you know, all this week, most of my cards are really bright and vibrant. But you can also just keep things really neutral and go with a more monotone look. Nobody wants a saggy inner. Not on their card or anywhere else. No saggy inners here, people. Load the thing up with dimensionals. Your future card will thank you. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Okay. Like I said, the hardest part about this card is taking off all the little dimensional backings because then, oh my gosh, this was so funny. When was it? Saturday, maybe? I think it was either Friday or Saturday. We were eating dinner. What were we eating? I don't even remember what we were eating. It was something my husband made. I can't remember what we were eating. And I go like this, right? And I'm like, what the heck? It was a dimensional backing. I have no clue how a dimensional backing got in my food. It was probably stuck to my hand and like fell in the food or something. But I nearly just about ate a dimensional backing. It was so funny. I was like, what the heck is this? It was a dimensional backing. Okie dokie. So Bermuda Bay is going over the pool party. I love this so much. So cool. It is a little tricky to adhere straight on with dimensionals. So if that's a struggle for you, forget the dimensionals, use a little liquid glue. It'll give you some forgiveness when wiggling around and adhere the Bermuda Bay to the pool party that way. Okay, here we go. So we're going to set this aside. I apologize. That's kind of creepy looking. I should have used something else underneath that. Okay, we're going to do an octopus and a starfish and a crab and stamp him in nice, bright, fun colors. Mango Melody, Pacific Point, and Magenta Madness. I have to say, I can count on my right hand the number of times I've used Magenta Madness. But starting with the project highlight I'm doing, and then this week's cards, I'm using tons. I'm using Magenta Madness a whole ton. It's just kind of bizarre because I rarely used it, but I love. Maybe I'm just craving the bright colors, you know, bright colors of spring and summer. Okay. Mr. Crab is going to be Mango Melody. My octopus was the Pacific Point. My Mango Melody needs to be re-inked, but I kind of, but I kind of like when it almost needs to be re-inked because it gives almost like a two-tone. I kind of like that. It's not really supposed to look that way, but I kind of like it. And oh, I love that vibrant pink, Magenta Madness. Look how vibrant that is. Like, Oh, it's so bright and fun. I love it so much. Okay, hold on. Let me clear. I got little Bermuda Bay bits all over my plate. Flip it over. Of course, we're going to cut them out with the dimensionals. So we need the crab, we need the octopus, and we need the starfish. I know, Shirley. I love winter. You all know I love winter, but come about this time of the year, I'm ready for spring. Buster crab. Okay, it's a tight fit, and it does take a little like maneuvering, but the die does fit the octopus. And can I do them all at once? I'm probably pushing my luck. Well, I'm going to try. At least I can do 2. Maybe I can do 3. Let's see. Oh, which way does it go? That way. Oh, I'm totally doing all 3 at once. I think I did it. Oh, the crab's a little high, or I think we're going to leave them. Let's see. Okay, crab, octopus, starfish. And we're going to kind of, the octopus, we're going to kind of slide. Oops, hold on. He's got another little bit in there. Oh, 2 little bits. 1 little bit, 2 little bit. Okay. I'm not going to glue it yet, but this guy's going to kind of tuck in here. That's the nice thing about using the dimensionals is that you can kind of have them hidden behind the die here a little bit. Yeah, that's smart, Roz. Always a smart idea. And then the starfish is going to go, I don't know, like there. And then the crab is going to go down there. It definitely is a much different look. It's a lot darker. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to stamp little bubbles. I think I can still do it. It would have been easier if I had done it before, but I can still do it. Let's stamp little bubbles. The bubbles are so cute. I can't get them up. Okay. These little cute little bubbles. I need a block. Oh, that like barely fits. I'll do it sideways. I really should have a next size block, but we'll do sideways for now. And we should do pool party, which is behind my lamp. Hold on. I got to reach. Oof. Okie dokie. Let's do some bubbles. The nice thing about the bubbles is you can go either way. You can go that way, although you can barely see it, and then flip and then do the other way. So it gives a different look of them. And we'll do one like here. Oh, so fun. So fun. I love the bubbles. They're so cute. And then one there. Can you see them? Isn't that so cute? Just a little bubbles. I feel like singing like Under the Sea, right? Okie dokie. I'm going to use liquid glue on my octopus because I want to slide. Whoa, why did that totally just come shooting out? Liquid glue because I want to be able to slide him under, and I wouldn't necessarily be able to do that if I was using not liquid glue. Do I want him there? Sure. Why not? I have a dimensional there, so I can't get him over farther, but that's okay. It's all good. Tiny bubbles. They're so cute, right? I love them so much. Okay. So guys, as I'm doing this, if you're watching and have yet to leave a comment and you would like a chance to win tonight's card, please leave a comment. When I'm all done here, I throw all your names in a hat and one lucky winner will win tonight's card. If you're interested in receiving my 5 free quick and easy card tutorials, you can go to freebies.jamieb.com and you'll get 5 quick and easy card tutorials. They're meant to take about 15 to 20 minutes because I know we're all pressed for time. And you can grab that at freebies.jamieb.com. Okay. I will say, though, I can only mail the card to someone in the United States. So if you're my friend that is outside of the United States, I'm sorry. Per Stampin' Up! Policy, I can only mail in the United States. Is that an inch? That is an inch. It's a bummer because sometimes I pull names of my Canadian friends and I'm a rule follower. I'm a rule follower, so I just can't do it. Okay, my sample card, I stamped the sentiment in Mango Melody. I think for tonight, I'm going to do the Magenta Madness. I love just that hot pink right up next to the Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to stamp the thank you sentiment. I already have it on a block, and we're going to attempt being the operative word to stamp this straight. If not, we're just going to keep fiddling with it until I get it right. Okay, hold your breath. Oh, it was straight, but I didn't ink it well. Oh, okay, hold on. I got to trim it. You know, that really stinks. Hold on. I need a new one because now that's messed up. We'll use this one. Oh, my goodness. Let's try this again. Here we go. I got to ink it well. Ink, 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 ink. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Everybody hold your breath. Oh, there we go. Much better. Okay, here's my trick that I've been doing a lot lately when I've been doing a banner. Okay, something about me, I'm kind of a banner snob. Like, full disclosure, I'm a banner snob. I like my banner cuts to be even, and I like them to be kind of shallow. I don't really like deep banners. So this is an inch wide. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna have to do it sideways so you can see. I apologize, you're getting reflection off my out lamps. I'm gonna put it at the 1/2 inch mark in my trimmer, and then go, there we go, and then go up until I get it about the point that I'm going to want the tip of my banner. Then I'm going to flip it around and give it a little bit of a haircut, like probably a little bit more than that. I'm just eyeballing it. You don't have to be too particular about this. Okay. Oops. Stuck. So now what does that afford me? I have a slit perfectly centered. So my basic white is an inch wide, and my slit is at the 1/2 inch mark. And what I'm going to do is go from this corner to my slit. That's a pretty deep, hold on. That's a pretty deep angle. I want it a little, like I said, I like a narrow. Well, that's now really narrow from one extreme to the next. That's okay. So from my corner to my slit, straight line, flip it around, corner to my slit, and you will get a perfect banner each and every time. So figure out, cut your width that you need, figure out 1/2, go up the middle with your trimmer, trim the length, and then just go corner to slit, and you'll have a perfect banner every single time. Okay, for my sample card, I didn't use dimensionals, and I'm kind of regretting it, so we're going to add some dimensionals because, come on, when in doubt, you use dimensionals, right? I think that's a good kind of rule in life. I'm just going to put them on the top. I could probably get a mini in between it, but I don't want it to adhere to those bubbles, or else it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. How about there? I didn't really press it down in case I want to finagle it a little, which I do naturally. I kind of, I know myself so well. I wish that I could cut banners straight. You got to do my trick. Figure out the width, measure a 1/2 that width, cut up the middle, trim the length, and then bottom to yeah. Then do that. Okay, we are cooking with steam. How's that look? I didn't add any embellishments. I could. Let's just pull out the doodads. I could add some what's the stuff called? Faux sea glass. Happy to share my trick. Anything that makes life easier and makes the outcome better. Telling you, I'm a banner snob. I like it just perfect. And I'm like Amy, I don't get it right and I gotta cut it. I don't like it, cut it, don't like it, cut it. And then before I have like no banner anymore. I'm gonna use the white because I haven't used the white ones yet, or clear. Let's put some faux sea glass around this crab. He looks like he could use some. Does he? I don't know. I'm totally winging this because I didn't have this on my sample. That's kind of fun, right? I think it's fun. Well, I have see, look, how do I have a dimensional here? Where is it in my camera? See the dimensional backing? I don't know what this stuff like multiplies. I swear. And then we'll put this one maybe there. I don't know. That's different and fun. Why not? Okay. For the inside, I didn't cut the inside. Let me get a basic white. Wait, I had one out. Let's just put this. For my inside, we're going to do 4 by 5 1/4. This is what I do every single time when I need an inside mat. 4 by 5 1/4 is my go-to. Which little creature should we do? I love the octopus, but I really love the star as well. I think I'm going to go star because I love the magenta madness. They end up in the kitty litter box. That's funny, Carla. That's really funny. Oh boy. Winka Stella. I would love to use a Winka Stella. Last time I used it in a live video, Shirley, it was a disaster. I like pushed it and it like totally exploded. It was a hot mess. And so right now, Winka Stella and I are on a break. At least for live videos. I just don't know if I can trust it to do what it needs to do. So we're just on like a timeout right now. We're on a break. Okay, here we go. Inside we go. Like so. So cute. Boom, boom. Should we do an envelope? I'm not using any designer series paper, but we can do the little starfish again on the outside. That would be cute, right? Look at me doing a stamping on an envelope. Who even am I? Like, what? Should we do the flap too? I mean, like, we're on a roll. Let's just keep going. There. Bam. That's how we do it around here. No naked envelopes. I know, but I normally do the designer series paper, and I didn't use any. You could do like an ombre here, but I like the little starfish. They're fun. Okie dokie. So that's one I made tonight. This is my sort of sample that I used on my, I shared on my blog and whatnot. So I'm curious as to which one you like more. I'm not tied to either of them. So purely just your opinion. Do you like the more simpler, basic white one? Or do you like the more darker Bermuda Bay one? Yeah, I do too, Sandra. I do too. I could have pulled in like a Bermuda Bay pattern. I guess I didn't. So let me know which one you like more in the comments. Be sure to head over to jamieb.com to place your order. Any order over $50 will get you a free $10 item through me, plus star rewards. What else? Place your order. Leave a comment if you have yet to do so. I'll draw a winner as soon as I'm done here. You guys are liking the Bermuda Bay one? I think I like that one too. Yeah. It's a little bit more like prominent. Oh, that's an interesting point, Sandra. We could have switched it. We could have kept the pool party front and made the Bermuda Bay in the back. That would have been interesting to do. Maybe I'll do that one on Instagram. We'll see how that one looks. So thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight. I just had so much fun sharing with you. Please reach out if you have any questions. I love to just be a help to inspire you and to have a positive, successful paper crafting experience. That's it for tonight. I hope to see you next week. Same time, same place. Take care, everyone.